Hello, myself Mukunda. I am from BTech Cybersecurity and IoT third year. My unique ID is E0222050, and today I am going to explain about performing DHCP, DNS, and email server on Cisco Packet Tracer. So the task for us and the assigned IP address for us is 192.168.50.0. 50 is the unique ID uh, of mine, and the number of subnets we need is 6 as per the question, and the number of devices in each subnet are 2 power 5 32, and the maximum subnet we can get is 2 power 3, which is 8. So how it is? So basically we need 6 subnets, and to attain that, we go into the formula of 2 to the power n, and 2 to the power 3 gets us to 8 of maximum 8 subnets. but, but we will take 6 subnets as per the requirement. So each subnet has a network address, a gateway address, a host address, and a broadcast address. So we there are 6 subnets, and as the number of devices in each subnet are 32, so each gets 32 devices. As per that, 0 to 31 for first subnet, 32 to 63 for second subnet, and goes on goes on till 191, which is for the sixth subnet. And ours and the server gets the fourth subnet, and for the client we have the sixth subnet. So let's get into the demonstration. So first we will see about the DNS. Anyways, I will set up the circuit first. So I will get a router and a switch and a server, and then they give two PCs. We'll connect the circuit, and then router to switch, also server to router. So first we are going to the DNS. So for that we will go into the server, and we go into the desktop and IP configuration. Uh, so the IPv4 address here is the host address of host address of our server, which is for this fourth subnet, and here it is 192.168.50.98. So I will just copy the address, and then I will paste the subnet mask. In calculation we get 224, so I will paste it here. And then for the default gateway, uh, we see the for the server, the gateway is 192.168.50.97. So remembering that, I will just paste it. Sorry, I will check once again. mm, so yeah, it is 97. And For the DNS server, it is the same as host address, so it will remain the same. uh, as the server is over, will it will get automatically saved. Now we go to PC0 and again IP configuration, and now here uh, we will give the client server's address, so that is the host address 162. So I will give here, and then in the subnet mask it will remain the same 224. The default gateway, as we can see in the left, for the client is 161, so I will give it here, and DNS server will remain 98, that is here. So now for PC1 I will go into the IP configuration again, and here we give, in the PC1 we give for the it's the same as is for this client and at the same subnet, so we are just assigning IPv4 address which is available to us. So default gateway, that was 97 if I remember. No, it was 161, and IPv4 address DNS server is the same, which is 98, and that is here. Next we go into the router, and in the config we will go to the gigabit Ethernet 0, we will enable the port status in the IPv4 address. For the router, we give the server gateway here, which is for the server gateway is 97. So we will give 90. Sorry, we are supposed to give the client here, which is 161. So yes, I will just give it here 161, and subnet mask remains 224 here as well. Then I go to 01 of gigabit Ethernet. Here I give the server's gateway address, which was supposedly 97, subnet mask 224. So that is sorted, and we enable the port status as well. So we close it. We see the router to switch is activated and switch to the PC is activated as well. So now we go to server again, and in services we'll go to DNS, name being www.mukunda.com. For the address we give the host address again, which is 192.168.50.98. That is it. We will add, and coming out, now we go to into PC0, and in there we go to the web browser. So I will type the URL we give, which is www.mukunda.com. Let's search. So the URL should display the Cisco packet tracer, which is almost happening, I guess. Um, I will check the server again, and in the DNS, www.mukunda.com is successfully saved. So yeah, everything is fine in here. Uh, I will type the URL again, www.mukunda.com. Uh, it says hostname unresolved. So let's check if the server was properly routed. I will remove it again. I will add the domain name. Okay, so we see that the DNS server wasn't on. That was a mistake. So I give mukunda.com again, and it should work. 192.168, the host address being here. Now I will give add, and now we will try into the PC01. So now searching, yeah, so we see the output Cisco packet tracer comes out, and that was about DNS. So we will learn DHCP now. So for DHCP, we're going to server again, and in services we will click DHCP. We will enable the services first, and in the pool name I will give my name Mukunda, and default gateway. Uh, so default gateway here is the client address. So what was that? So the client address 161 gateway, as it says, and DNS server remains the same. Start IP address, that will be 162 as we saw for the client, and subnet mask is same. And for the number of users, so we saw that we we have 32 devices in each subnet. So out of 32, 30 on only 30 of the devices are usable. So the maximum number of users will be 30, and I will add this. Yeah, so this is being added. Now I will go to PC0, and in PC0, uh, let's go to desktop and click IP configuration again. I will try DHCP here. So it is requesting IP address. So that is here. So we see that the DHCP failed. API is being used. So it is because the router wasn't configured yet. So I will go to the router now. I will click Clay, and in here, uh, first I will just give exit to refresh the code. So as it's refreshed. Now I will enable. Now I will type the codes enable. So the router is enabled now, and there I will type configure terminal. So typing configure terminal here. The the terminal is configured. Now I will type int g 0/0. So that being done, now I will type the code ip helper hyphen the address uh, 192.168, the host address here. So 50.98. So yeah, the router code is successfully executed. The commands are running. So I will close it. Now I will go to the PC0 and see the IP configuration. Uh, I will just add the numbers again. So yeah, 192 point. So the IP for address 192.160.5162, which was the client address, and subnet mask being the same 224, default gateway 161, DNS server 98 as usual. So yes, um, this is sorted. So yeah, PC0 the this is sorted. Now I will see if it's saved, and yeah, it is. Now we will try DHCP, and we see the request DHCP is successful. So that was about DHCP. Now we will go into email, sir, email now. So for the email, uh, I go to server again. So I go into server again, and I have enabled. So HTTP is both enabled, and I will click email here. I will give my domain name mukunda.com. Uh, we have to set. So I said set. Now I will give a username and password Mukunda, and password being the same Mukunda. Added it. I will also add another username and password Muk and Muk for the password again. So yeah, done with that. Now I will go into PC0 email. I will configure the email, and yeah. So the for the name here, I will give my name Mukunda, and email address would be mukunda@mukunda.com. The Mukunda second time here we see is the domain name, and which was given by us as Mukunda. So incoming mail server is the same host address of the server, and username and password we give again Mukunda, Mukunda again. I will save. So now going to PC1, email again, configuring the email. So Muk is my name here. Muk at the rate Mukunda, the domain name. Email server is the same host address 192.168.50.98. Outgoing is same as well. So username and password is Muk and Muk again. I have saved. Now I will try composing a mail from PC0 to PC1. So composing. Before that, we will just check if the email was actually executed, was on. Yeah, it is enabled. So now we are good to go. Email compose. In the compose, I will give the PC1's address mukunda.com. Subject CA4. Just giving a random text. CA4 send. So yeah, I have sent a mail from PC0, and now I will check if it's received by PC1. So we see the mail was received by PC1 from PC0. So that was about email. So today we saw about performing DNS, DHCP, and email on Cisco Packet Tracer. Thank you.